What are video games like for people who don't play them? This is a question that has been asked and answered for many different games by people on YouTube, most notably by Razbuten. Usually the goal is to see how a new player approaches mechanics we are familiar with, but they aren't. My goal, however, is slightly different. I want to take a dive into my and your childhood to unearth video games we played as kids, and then show them to my girlfriend who doesn't play video games. This will hopefully allow us to deduce whether these games are actually approachable to new, unfamiliar players, or if these iconic titles are just propped up by our nostalgia. As a fun way of measuring her progress over these installments, I've structured them so that the first and last are two different versions of Minecraft, namely Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition and Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. After playing different games between these two versions, we might be able to see how her ability has grown quite clearly when she plays Minecraft for the second time. The series is entirely funded by my Patreon, by the way, so thank you so much to those who have joined. Oh, and if anyone's worried about the similarity with Raz's videos, I have his approval. The Super Mario Bros. May have made its mark on the gaming industry as a 2D platformer, but Super Mario 64 showed the world that done right, a 3D platformer can work. It was also the first game of its kind to have a free-floating camera that could be controlled independently of the character. Overall, the game paved the way for 3D game design in general, and now it's time to see if a non-gamer has the same kind of appreciation for this game as people did back in 1996 when it first came out for the N64. Booting up the game for the first time, my girlfriend Jemima had a lot of fun playing with the creepy Mario head on the home screen.
That's so creepy! I don't like this guy.
And then hopped into the old 3D graphics world of Super Mario 64.
Okie dokie.
We recognized a few characters from modern Mario and Mario Kart as the game began, while Jemima admired the quality of the game.
This is really funny. I love how terrible the quality is. This font is awful.
She discovered the iconic Mario 64 castle entrance hall, which seemed to be a little bit too much for her eyes to handle.
I feel like they did not need to make Mario three-dimensional. This is really... this is crazy. Look at his booty. Mario got that cake.
As a non-gamer, all her experience with Mario had been seeing it as a platformer or a racing game, so this was clearly an interesting change for her. She got a bit confused in the backroom section of the castle. But did learn a valuable attack skill. Yeah, she never used that move again. She needed a little push from me to figure out where to go to begin her journey, but after that she intuitively jumped straight into the painting and into her first level.
It's Big Bomb on the summit, Bomb battlefield.
She wandered around the Bob-omb level, intuitively collecting coins and running around from angry bombs and chain
leave me
chomps.
alone, leave me alone.
She whipped out some crazy backflip maneuvers and continued ascending the mountain path, which I suppose was intuitive to her as a non-gamer. Progress upward to continue the game, kind of like a logical extension of the whole move right to continue the thing in 2D Mario. She then got up close and personal with her first ever Mario boss fight, which she enjoyed goofing around on and thought the picking up the boss to beat him mechanic was really funny. Eventually, she earned her first ever star.
ASMR break.
Jemima was clearly excited to go to the next level,
I can go into Princess's bedroom.
and eventually discovered the hidden chamber she could slide down.
I wonder what's in this dark tunnel. Whoa! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oopsie. Meow. Meow. Whoa! That was easy.
Quickly earning her second star. Moving briskly onward, she entered the next level, already comfortable with how this game does its star-based progression with each door. A very beginner-friendly concept.
Alright, let's get into this painting.
Speaking of, she used the help of signs to figure out how to get the star on this level to appear. The signs, too, appeared to be very helpful to non-gamers such as Jemima. Nothing could save her from her first inevitable death in this game, though.
Oopsie! No! Put me back in! Let me back in!
She quietly crawled past the sleeping piranha plants and unfortunately discovered what timed platforms look like.
Oh. How was I supposed to know that was gonna happen?
She started to get a little irritated with this part of the level after her second and third time falling down to the shallow water below. Luckily, she reassured us that she was having fun. Never mind. Who cares? With only one life left, she could not mess this up. Learning that she could kill the piranha plants made her life a lot easier, and though she finally got past that section, or not, Psyching herself up, she attempted again and again and again to make her way through the tight corners of this level. Unfortunately, all this effort yielded a final death that was too much for her to handle.
I'm done. Mamma mia.
She mentioned after this session that she didn't love how the game aggressively changed camera angles as she moved, nor how jarring the old graphics looked to her brain. I suppose this is something those who grew up playing the game didn't have to worry about, as they didn't know 3D graphics any better than this. This opinion is also in stark contrast to how she felt about Animal Crossing New Leaf's 3D graphics. When she played that 3D game recently for the series, she felt it brought a nostalgic and cute aura to the game, rather than giving her a headache. If there's anyone who grew up playing Super Mario 64 watching this video, how did you feel playing it, especially compared to playing 3DS games later on? A couple days after Jemima had cooled off, she rejoined the game, admiring the scenery.
Wow, what a beautiful scenery.
Coming back to the scene of her greatest defeat, Jemima wasn't all too excited. Dying almost immediately didn't help either. But she gathered up some courage and conviction and decided she was gonna beat this level.
Okay, this is the one, I can feel it.
She was gonna win. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, never mind.
This is harder. Mamma mia.
Third time's the charm. She slowly made her way up the map she was pretty familiar with by this point, sneaking past all the sleeping piranhas. She successfully made her first jump in progress, no pun intended.
Oh yeah.
But soon after got stuck on the following obstacle for a while. It's turning to the right. Oh. After this, she immediately got freaked out by Womp's minions.
Yes! What the hell is this? What the hell is even that?
Who honestly look pretty terrifying in these graphics. She then stumbled upon Womp himself. I learned that Jemima didn't have any idea how to crouch, so I decided to show her that button, just so that she could at least physically be able to beat him. Once she had that hint, she picked up where to go from there pretty quickly.
Haha. Oh yeah.
It was a close fight, but in the end, Jemima earned her star.
Yay.
I was impressed with how she figured out all that so quickly as a non-gamer. Now armed with 3 whole stars, Jemima unlocked her next door, entering into Jolly Roger Bay. She fought a couple times with the clam, collecting her first red coin of the level.
Oh yeah.
She was a bit confused with the multi-dimensional layout of this ocean level, but overall I think the interesting scenery kept her attention.
Whoa, it's a shipwreck.
Running around the cave she discovered, she managed to avoid the cascading stalactites and stumbled upon a collection of chests. She learned that she needed to open the chests in the right order and quickly got the whole sequence first try.
Oh, I'm so good. That was good.
Jemima initially wanted to stop after this underwater level, but considering how quickly she earned this star, she decided to play one more level for this video, jumping into the iconic Cool Cool Mountain painting.
For my fans. Is this supposed to be a cottage? It said please enter the cottage first.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Terrible design.
Jemima thought she would effortlessly first try this sliding level like she did the last one, but she most definitely did not.
Ah! Ah!
Easy now. Easy.
Why is it falling for so long?
It's into the infinite void, Jemima.
Mamma mia.
Once again, with the third time's the charm in mind, Jemima attempted it with her last life. Keeping in theme with all her other third attempts, she died.
It's so hard. I could do one. I could do it. Everyone better like and subscribe because I'm playing again. You're welcome.
To avoid doing the sliding level again, she instead went around the cottage, sliding her way down the mountain. This didn't go exactly as she'd hoped, but she did get to make friends with a snowman. After yet another death, she returned to the ice slide inside the cottage. Weaving her way down the track as meticulously as she could, she graduated to real gamer status when she died and blamed the game and/or the controller.
It pushed me to the corner. That wasn't me. That was not my fault. I think your remote's broken, Stuart.
She's really starting to become one of us. Fuck this shit, bro. I hate this fucking up.
Dude,
I don't have a single kill. I don't have a
it's
single
not my
kill.
fault, it's the map. I'm lagging.
map,
It's my
it's the
little
map.
brother playing.
After slide after slide, death after death, Jemima entered the level for her final attempt.
Mamma mia.
You might guess what happened next.
Okay, this is the last one. No!
Game over.
Now I'm mad. I don't want to do this anymore.
Still bubbling with rage, Jemima gave her exiting thoughts on the game.
Good concept, terribly executed. Was this like the first 3D game ever created? Because that's what it seems like. It's fun, like doing the little jumping over the blocks and getting the stars and stuff. It's just designed really terribly, and like just the colors and the way the camera angle moves, and yeah. But it's kind of funny.
Now, while I don't think this game is meant to make you lose your mind with anger, unless you're a speedrunner, it was pretty understandable that Jemima had some of these reactions playing Super Mario 64 as a non-gamer. But does that mean it's unapproachable to new players? Well, I don't quite think so. Looking over all Jemima's experiences playing this game, her main trouble seemed to be with the graphics, sharp turning camera, and inaccurate controls, by modern game standards anyway.
I'm trying to read the sign!
But in large part, she didn't seem to take issue with how the levels were designed, and rather enjoyed the boss fights. She was pretty good at them too. I think this is likely because Super Mario 64 is a precursor for 3D games in general, and if you remove the janky aspects of it, at its core it's an incredibly creative and intuitive game. Every boss or final section of a level, she only needed the slightest of hints before catching on to the game's intention, and most of these hints were provided by in-game dialogue or signs. With how influential this game was on pop culture, stuff like collecting coins was incredibly intuitive. So it's these traits that actually make this game a challenging but intuitive experience. It seems to be the graphics and control quality, that is simply a product of Super Mario 64's time, that actually negatively impacted Jemima's experience playing it. For some, these things may be what brings nostalgia, and therefore enjoyment to the table when playing this game. But for non-gamers, I think Super Mario 64 is a challenging, but ultimately approachable game, but definitely not for all the same reasons people who grew up playing the game look back on it so fondly today.